2nd and 12. Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
This is Richard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Luck. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, 31 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Come on.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Hill, complete. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Richard. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Third and 2, Luck. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Well, now they'll try the end around. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Get 161. Matchbox lights.
On first down, Richard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Raiders.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Come on, QB, come on. That's it, baby. We're going to work.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Luck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 19 yards away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Now Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return will stop right around the 25.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll run on first down. Richard. Heck of a move, but only able to work work his way down near the 23. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by Aguilar. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a...
That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
50. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On the draw, Richard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
33-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 9, check 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Sit. Check the hot read.
Here's a give to Richard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Locke. Completes it to Aguilar. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Where's I go? Wide, 622. Monday. Smart. 80 weapon.
From the gun, here's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Mahomes firing complete, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. It's Kelsey on the ground, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And again, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes to throw once more. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Richard, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check 4, check 4. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch the safety creep. Mexico, Mexico.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You don't want to. Hey, you don't want to see me. 15. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Scene 6. 29 is the Mike.
Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And going deep for, and that's caught inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and now it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown, and the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
What's the Monday.
Now a first down throw, Locke. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They give them a gain of 37. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us.